Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Yeah, my voice isn't back yet, and I feel like it keeps cracking, but I have my what I've been warming, and I had a very good week in the warming empties department. Not a good week in other aspects, but because I was sick and I was home, I didn't have to go in the office. I was able to warm a lot more and actually have quite a number of empties. Not too much not too much Scentsy. I did get through a lot of vendor wax. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on what I warmed, then stick around. Okay, I think I only melted two Scentsy. And if this video ends up being very choppy, it's because I'm trying not to cough. And there seems to be a very loud motorcycle that I don't know if he's just making U-turns or what, but it's quite annoying. So let's start off with Sugar Blossom. Sugar Blossom. This is Golden Blossoms, Sugared Citrus, and Vanilla. And this was a new scent last year in the Scentsy catalog. It did not return this year. I did put it in my club because I had a feeling that it was not a popular scent. It was stuck in the bakery, and well, it's not bakery, but it's almost like a candied floral. If I had to describe it in some way, like a candied floral. I think it's very pretty. It's a soft floral. Soft meaning not too heady, not like the super florals, but it is a floral. But I think that candied aspect to it, that sugar cane, keeps it from going there, and it's a good performer. So I do enjoy this one a lot. So that is Sugar Blossom. And then I have Almond Croissant. So this is from November of 2022. I got this back in a flash sale, and I'd been hoarding this for a long time. And I used 4 of the 8. And use this downstairs in open concept, and it's a strong one. It's very juicy, as you can see. Yeah, it's a very juicy clam, but I love this scent so much. And I feel like it's gotten even stronger and stronger and stronger. So for a bakery scent, I don't know if it's because it's like over a year old, but a great performer. I only needed to use 4 cubes in the open space, and I'll save the rest for another day. So those are the 2 Scentsy bars that I had, and then we'll go into vendor wax. All right. Let me start off with some soufflés that I emptied this week. So this one is from the Melted Mousse. It's Goblin Pie. This is pistachio nut cake, vanilla ice cream, and pie crust. This is Goblin Pie. I got this back in sometime, I think like in August of last year. And this one, yeah, it says poured August 2023. I love pistachio. This was a good pistachio, but it was on the lighter side. And I think I remembered that from the first time I warmed it, but I wanted it in open space. So I think this would probably be better served in a smaller space. So I don't know if it's the vanilla ice cream or that it's bakery that just makes this one a little softer. I could smell it, but it was on the softer, lighter side. But I do enjoy the pistachio nut, and I do like the consistency of the wax for the melted mousse. It's nice and soft. And so that was Goblin Pie. Then from Salt Mountain Melts, I warmed 2 soufflés. This one is Woodlands. This is Crunchy Leaves, Flowers, Clove, Forest Woods, and Fresh Air. And this was poured September of last year. This is Woodlands. And this was a really nice, fresh scent. So I know that maybe the notes of crunchy leaves or clove might give it a fall-like feel or scent, but actually I don't think so. This was fresh. It was clean. It was bright. I really didn't get clove. I just got this really freshness. If you like some woodsy notes but don't like tree notes, this was a good one. It just felt like fresh air out in some really nice clean place. So I did enjoy this one. This one was, I would say, like again, medium performer. I did use this in open space, and that is Woodlands from Salt Mountain Melts, and I would buy that again. Then we have Summer Camp from Salt Mountain Melt. Salt Mountain Melts. This is Palo Santo, cotton candy, vanilla cake pops, vanilla balsam, and it was poured in June of last year. This is summer camp. So this was another kind of woodsy scent. The vanilla balsam, I can really smell the balsam, which gives us a soft woody note, not like tree, but the soft woody notes. And then the cotton candy was there to add, I think, just some brightness, some sweetness. But this was a good scent. I got a lot of the balsam, though. Like the vanilla in the balsam. Really pretty. I enjoyed it on a day where I just wanted to have the windows open. And I'd say performed medium. This performed better in my bedroom than it did in open space. But it was one that I would repurchase again. So that's a nice scent. Okay, moving on to Teddy Bees. I think these were the only Teddy Bees I warmed. So I have 2 souffles here. Yeah, I don't know what the car's doing. It seems like the same noisy car up and down. Okay, Cozy Cashmere Linen and Nectarine. Here's where I need my glasses for these scent notes. This is clean linen, sandalwood, musk, bright nectarines, and warm cashmere poured in March of 2023. Now this scent is a very strong scent. So I know sometimes people say Teddy Bees is light. It depends on the scent. This is a very strong scent. Could be because of the Cozy Cashmere Linen. So I warmed this in open space, and then I finished with like the little remainder that I had left and put it in the guest room. So I kind of had experience in both open space and in a small room. Performed fantastic in both areas in my Scentsy warmers. And I always use downstairs like a hot plate. Usually I have one going. I like this scent, but it is a heavy linen scent. I find the addition of the nectarine in there kind of interesting. I liked it, didn't love it. So for me, this is one I would not repurchase just because, there's so many wax blends. I'm starting to get like very critical about what I would bring back compared to everything I've smelled. Pretty, but not for me. So, but a good performer. And that was Cozy Cashmere Linen and Nectarine. Then I have I Heart Vanilla Blackberry. And this is creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, boardwalk marshmallow, and juicy blackberries. This was poured July 3rd of 2023. I Heart Vanilla Blackberries. I love blackberry, and this was a really good scent. Although I don't think I'm as big of a fan of the I Heart Vanilla series. It's much more a body care type of vanilla than it is like a bakery vanilla. And I didn't realize that when I first bought I think I also have I Heart Vanilla Apple. So it's pretty, again, another pretty scent. I feel like Tiffany does a fantastic job of making these pretty, beautiful scents. But for me, I have different preferences. And the I Heart Vanilla is just more body care, which is okay every once in a while. But, it was okay. But as far as performance goes, this performed really well for me. Downstairs in open space and in the bedrooms. And it's not quite a year old, but I do like to let the Teddy Bees cure for as long as possible. All right, we're going to move on to, I think, some Sassy Girl Aroma here. And I think I just have 3. So we're going to start off with, or 2 actually. 2. Goodnight Lover. So this has scent notes of blue sugar, sweet lavender, birthday cotton candy, frosting. Goodnight Lover. And this is from January of 2023, so it's over a year old. It does take me a while to use the brittles. I love the sweet lavender in here. It's very pretty. I like blue sugar. I think it's the frosting. I think it's the cotton candy frosting in here that has a note that goes a little bit sour for me. So as pretty as this was, it just had like this tiny little bit of a sour feel to me. Not terrible, but just a little bit. So I enjoyed this one, but because of that little teeny note, I probably wouldn't repurchase again if this ever comes back. I have other kind of sweet lavender scents that I enjoy, but this was good and a great performer. I mean, Sarsaparilla Aroma does perform very well for me. Then here I have Sweet Nights. This is Sweet Lavender and Beach Nights, and this was from January of last year. And that is Sweet Nights. I love her Beach Nights. So, I mean, Sweet Lavender and Beach Nights, you can't go wrong. This was the cubes. So those little cubes performed fantastic. I wore this 2 separate times this week, sometimes in the bedroom, sometimes downstairs in open space, but really, really pretty. It's very beach night heavy with a little bit of that sweet lavender. So that was Sweet Nights. Okay, I know I only have one of these, so this is from Vintage Chic. This was gifted to me by Summer Michelle here on YouTube. This is the Philadelphia Story. This is rich pistachio pudding cake topped with spun sugar frosting and ripe strawberries. The Philadelphia Story. Now, I've never purchased from Vintage Chic because last year, there's a lot of vendors, and last year I heard she was, closing up shop. And so I figured I'm not going to bother. I don't know any scents. And so I'd rather not buy something, find out that I love it, and then, not be able to get it. It seems that she's back. But yeah, I tried this before. I had I think 4 of these, and, it performed okay. It performed okay for me. I know a lot of people say it performs great. For me, it was okay. I just didn't find it to be anything spectacular for me to want to go back and look, kind of seek her out and purchase it. But I know there's a lot of people that do enjoy her wax. Yeah, so I wore this in the bedroom this time, in the bedroom next door, and that was okay. So this one is from Waxy Taffy. It's a situation. This was, I know April put this in there in the round robin that we just recently had. This is scent notes of funnel cake, cannolis, ice sugar cookies, and fresh baked bread. And so she gave me some. They're wrapped. I kept the little wrapping because if you watch the round robin, I mean, they looks like it's individually wrapped little toffees. I wore this everywhere, bedrooms, downstairs, and this was really good. I was impressed. It worked, especially in the bedroom. Really good bakery scent. I liked everything about this. So the ice sugar cookies and everything. This was a good one. So I would consider looking into more from Waxy Taffy. I just thought it was cute the way it was individually wrapped, and I just tossed one in each warmer, and it was great. So, okay, let's see, what do we have here? I'm trying to group things together, so I'm picking things that I know I only have one of. From Destination Wax, this is Jelly Cronut. This is flaky, buttery croissant donut filled with blackberry, raspberry, and strawberry jelly. Jelly Cronut. This is a lot of jelly, and so what I felt this needed was a little more bakery in there. You get a touch of that croissant, but it's like that the jellies of the berries do take it over. So this time around, I didn't put it in this basket, but I did use some of Rose Girl's Marshmallow Fluff Puff, I believe. That's just a great kind of, you need a little bakery. You can throw that in to kind of balance it out for me. And that's what I did. So it was a really good performer down in open space, kind of mixed in with, not in the same warmer, but in adjacent warmers. I used the Marshmallow Fluff Puff from Rose Girls. So that was fine. Wouldn't buy it again for me because it was just too much jam. Then from, I know, I always forget the full name of this. Something from the keeping room. Candles from the keeping room. Is that what it is? This is Huckleberry Harvest. So this was also gifted to me. I wanted to try it out because I just kind of had it out. And I got it, I think, in a round robin box, or no, actually Summer sent this to me, I think, in the first friend mail that she ever sent me. And And I used, because it's such a hard wax, I did use this in open space in a tea light warmer. And it was just one, good, it's like that big, like a size of a medallion. It was a pie. It was like Huckleberry Harvest. It looked like a little pie, very cute. So I just put the whole thing in a tea light warmer, and I was reading downstairs and watching some TV. So it was near me, so I can smell it. If I went to another side of that room, I wouldn't be able to smell it. But again, it was one piece. And I wasn't sure. I haven't tried too many huckleberry scents, and I wasn't sure what it would be like, but I did enjoy that one. It's so now I know I like huckleberry. It's good. So thank you for that. Okay. Then Rainbow Melts. I have 3 here from Rainbow Melts, and I think this is all the Rainbow Melts I have. So I just warmed them all in 1 week. This one was, and these were all gifted to me. This is Mermaid Dreams, Sea Moss, Citrus, Water Mint, Tropical Flowers, Vetiver, and Cedar Wood. Mermaid Dreams. I warmed these. It was like 2 sticks that were in there, I think. So I just used it in the bathrooms. I used it in both bathrooms. Great bathroom scent, and it was pretty, and it performed. And my bathrooms are very fussy, very fussy. I can smell the vetiver. I can smell a little bit of that winter mint. I get a little bit of a touch of citrus for some brightness, and the moss. So it was a nice aquatic, fresh scent. So I thought it was perfect for the bathroom. And then I have from Rainbow Melts, Loopy Mallow Cookie Bread. And this is Fruity Loops, Marshmallow, Gourmet Sugar Cookies, Amish Bread. And it was poured in March of 2023. I warmed this down in open space in the kitchen area. I'm kind of in that cereal mood again, and I wanted to try Rainbow Melts and just see where it performed in different areas. So this was downstairs open space, and it performed very well for me. So I will say I'm impressed. I've not bought myself from Rainbow Melts. I'd heard in the past, there was like, I don't know. I just heard little things about like it taking long, or not sure, but it sounds like she's doing better as far as pre-orders and having some kind of rhythm. So I would look into it again. But, there's so many vendors, but I enjoy that. And I'm appreciative for the opportunity to try a vendor. So then, I know it's like cataloged in my brain that it works in my home. This next one is Candy Kisses. This is Rainbow Sherbet, Lollipops, Cotton Candy, Marshmallow. This was also poured in March of last year. Candy Kisses. And this one was more like bars that I just kind of chopped and put in different warmers downstairs. I got a lot of the Rainbow Sherbet, and that's kind of what I got from it. I don't recall getting, this one like didn't stand out to me. I think it was a medium performer, and it's probably because maybe I just don't get lollipop scents, aren't like strong oils for me. So this was a nice one. It was kind of lingering in the background, and that was Candy Kisses from Rainbow Melts. Okay, moving on to sure enough, these were, I think, in some kind of order. Shocker. So I have Noel's Farm Scents here. I used 2 samples. I'm like, what are these called? Frosted Animal Cookie. This is Sugar Cookie, Vanilla, Buttercream Icing, Sprinkles. Frosted Animal Cookie. So I used, it was 2 cubes. That's what was in here. 2 cubes. I warmed this downstairs in open space, even though it was 2 cubes. I must have mixed it. I think I did. I think I had it with this as well, the raspberry jam. So this was light for me. I didn't smell this one too much. I've had it for a couple months. And again, I just think it's the nature of the scent notes are a little softer. Smells good, but I had to be closer to the warmers to smell this one. And because it was only 2, I warmed the raspberry jam in the kitchen. So it's kind of in the same area. This is apple, raspberry, strawberry, cherry, musk, and that is raspberry jam from Knoll's Farm Scents. This one was much stronger for me. I could definitely get the raspberry jam, although I found this raspberry to be floral. This came off as floral to me, and there isn't anything in here that says floral. Maybe it's the musk. Maybe I take that back. I take that back. It's not floral, it's perfumey. It was a little perfumey, and it's got to be the musk. Yeah, that's what it is. So I take that back. I'm sorry. Like musk, floral, perfumey. So it was raspberry, but the musk is what I was getting a lot of. And so for me personally, I don't like my raspberry with my musk. So this was a no for me, but it was a good performer. And then Mad Tea Party. So this is a loaf that I've been working my way through a little bit. A couple times I've warmed it in open space. This is scent notes of almond macaron, vanilla cupcakes, vanilla icing, and lavender tea. This performs really well for me. I love this scent, and it lingers for quite a long time. I think I said I had it in open space. I've also warmed it in the bedrooms. It's pretty, and I get a lot of the almond, and I get a little bit of the lavender, and not a lot though. You don't really notice it, and I get the vanilla cupcakes, but really nice. I like this one a lot. So. But because it's such a good performer, I don't use as much. I don't need to use as much wax. So that's going to last me a while. Okay. Then from Harper James, this is Crystal Clean. It's kind of faded, so I don't know if you can even see the name. Crystal Clean. This one smelled more like a cotton. Not so much detergent, but more like a cotton clean, like a linen clean. A little perfumey as well. And it was a good performer. I warmed this in the guest room, and I actually liked this scent more than I thought. I thought it was going to be very laundry scent with Crystal Clean, but it just was more of a cotton clean kind of smell. With a little touch of floral, some floral in there. Really pretty. So that was from Harper James, and that was Crystal Clean. Okay. From L3, this was a little sample. This was flannel sheets, lemon curd, and white tea. I warmed this in the bathrooms, and this was a really good performer. Very pretty. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way looking for it, but if I were to see it, if I were shopping the site, this is very nice. The white tea is very pretty. The lemon curd made this nice and bright. It was very well blended. And then the flannel just, again, gave it a little bit of a cleanliness, clean smelling. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I was saying. But yeah, the lemon and the tea is what I got most out of this, and performed really well in my bathrooms. It was like it was a shape of like a little pig, and I just cut it in half and split it, between my warmers upstairs and downstairs. This next one is a scent that I had blended. No, it was not. That was... Maybe I talked about that one last week. This one is from my friend. She makes wax for us, and this one is called Strawberry Rose Milk. And I don't know if I'll be able to read the scent notes on here. I'm like looking for something. Let's see. Because it's a clear label. Okay. This had, I'm not going to be able to read everything other than it had some pistachio milk, some fresh strawberries, some rose petals, and a hint of cardamom. So I think that's some of the scent notes. I'm not a huge rose person, but I warmed this in the bedroom and I thought it was nice. It's not like my preference, but it performed really well. Something different, something to give it a try. And yeah, it was pretty, but I could still pick up on the rose. So that was Strawberry Rose Milk. All right. And last of the wax, before I get to two kind of non-wax empties, this is a Volcano, and this was a sample from Lavender and Speckles, and it's just that Volcano scent. It's a very popular candle scent. It's got citrus and some greens and a little bit of florals. I love it, and it smelled just like it. I mean, it's what it smelled like. It smelled like Volcano, if you're familiar with that, and it's a good performer, really good performer. Then I have Donut Shoppe and Palo Santo. This is cinnamon sugar donuts blended with Palo Santo wood. Held that up longer as that loud car was going by. So I love this one. It's donut is really nice. The Palo Santo is really nice. You get that kind of coffee and the donuts, and it's a great one. And I love her Palo Santo. So this was a good performer. It kept going and going and going. This next one here is Blackberries and Peonies. This is Sweet Blackberries and Midnight Peony, which is it says body care, not overly floral, Blackberry and Peonies. I did not love this. It's sweet blackberries. I think it's the Midnight Peony that just seemed a little heavy, dark, like sometimes a dark plum. And I think it's the Midnight Peonies because it's not the blackberry. So it's almost like a dark plum mixed with the floral. So for me, this just wasn't like my preference with the blackberries and the floral, but it performed moderately well, I would say. And that is Blackberries and Peonies. And then last but not least here is G's PB&J from Lavender and Speckles. And that's what it is. It's peanut butter cookies, raspberry jam, sweet blackberries, marshmallow fluff, fresh baked bread, and a hint of funnel cake. I had always been nervous to pick this one up because of the peanut butter. I just thought I don't like peanut butter very much. This blend though is so pretty. It smells like peanut butter and jelly, but light on the peanut butter, more on the jelly, but it's just not jam. It's like soft around the edges. It's like the whole sandwich. And I do like that because you do get that bread note. So this is a very good blend. Very impressed with a peanut butter blend that I would like. So that's G's PB&J from Lavender and Speckles. So that is the wax. I want to talk about two things that is not wax that are empties. So I finished Winter Candy Apple Body Wash from Bath & Body Works, and I used the whole thing. So that is an empty. Makes me happy. And then this next thing here is, it's called Hyaluron Plump. It's Wonder Water by L'Oreal and the LV line, or LV line, I think. It's Wonder Water, 8 second Wonder Water. I love this. This is so good. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. Like, you wouldn't think of, like, what is that? And does it really do anything to your hair? And I don't know if you can see these little lines here. That is how much you just need to squeeze out of your bottle, kind of, just kind of all over your hair while you're in the shower. So after you've shampooed your hair and rinsed out the shampoo, you just kind of take that, take this thing and just kind of get it everywhere. But just a little bit, right? Just a little bit till the next line. And just kind of, run my hands through my hair, leave it in for 8 seconds and then rinse it out and then condition it afterwards. So what I love about this is it makes my hair feel so clean and so soft. It's like, it is Wonder Water. I don't know what, it's awesome. I think it's got micellar water in it and it just like cleans it. But it makes my hair feel really nice. So I only do this like once a week, and it's fantastic. And I love that makes my hair feel good and soft, but it's not like I have to leave it on for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It's like literally 8 seconds. That's nothing. So highly recommend that Wonder Water if you want something like that. So that's it. That's all I have as far as what I've been warming this week. And we'll see what next week is like, because I do have to go back into the office. So maybe a little bit less than this, but I kind of needed this week. It worked out in some ways that, keep getting things out and more out and less in. So I need to turn that around. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, consider giving me a like or subscribing to my channel. And that is it. So I will chat with you later. Probably one more video with this voice while I have the time. And yeah, and I'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.